Hey everyone, if you research why should invest in US market, the most common answer is diversification. There's always a risk with investment in a single economy. What if we get into war with our neighbors? Or if there's a major problem in our economy? That's where having some exposure in other geographies like US help in reducing that risk. Then another benefit of investment in US stock is the USD that acts as a hedge against rupee depreciation. For instance, in 2010, 1 USD was equivalent to 46 rupee and today it is touching 84 rupee. So rupee depreciation helps in generating additional return on dollar investment. However, for me, the biggest reason for investment in the US market is to become a part owner in some of the most innovative companies that are working on cutting edge technologies and ruling the entire world. That's where one such technology is artificial intelligence. I'm sure you all would have heard about it. They say that AI is the future, and that is actually true. AI is actually a massive revolution just like the internet in the 80s. So we are still in the nascent stage of this revolution, and 21st century will see many extraordinary developments in the AI field. So one thing is very clear. Companies that would command leadership in AI technology would create a lot of wealth for the investors. Now I keep getting queries to discuss top listed players in Indian stock market that are working on AI technology. But the fact is that India is way behind the US in terms of advancement in the AI field. In fact, there was a study that mentioned that India ranks far below US and China in AI research with only 1.4% paper contribution in the top 10 AI conference in the world. US and China presently top AI research with 30.4% and 22.8% shares respectively. So in this video, we'll discuss three topics. First, how AI is transforming our life. Then second, top AI stocks from US market. Now the stock price of US tech companies, especially AI focused companies, have rallied a lot in the last few years. So the question is it worth investing in the top US tech companies at current level or should you wait? So third topic would be investment strategy for US market. But before I begin, please note that it is not a buy or sell call. The idea is to share my knowledge and discuss the world's leading player in AI technology. If you want exposure in any of the stock, please do your research before investing. Also, we have a partner for this video, Vested. It's a fintech firm that provides platform to invest in US stocks from India. You can access more than 5,000 US stocks and ETF with as low as $1. It also allows fractional investing and include all top US companies like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Nvidia, Google, and so on. It also offers a curated portfolio known as Vest that include various stocks and ETF as per different investment strategies, themes, risk appetite, and financial goals. For example, Moat West contains a curated list of companies with deep business moats and leading market share in their respective subsector. It includes names like Meta, Netflix, Nvidia, etc. Likewise, there are various other Vests that you can explore. Vested has tie-up with banks like HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank and offer lowest forex fee. Alright, let's get started. Although AI has a long history where this term artificial intelligence was coined in the 50s, but the major development in the AI field started towards the end of 20th century. In 1997, IBM developed a machine called Deep Blue that defeated chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov. That was the first time when a computer had beaten a top player. However, it was the year 2022 that took the world by storm when OpenAI launched ChatGPT. Fast forward today, AI has become an integral part of our daily lives and is reshaping industries, enhancing productivity, and driving innovation. First is one of the common use cases, ChatGPT, where you can literally interact in natural language and can get all your answers. Then you have various voice activated assistants that helps in controlling smart home devices, answer questions, manage tasks, and so on. Then big corporations use AI to analyze user preference and behavior to suggest movies, products, or music tailored to individual taste. Then social media platforms are using AI to curate and personalize news feed based on user interaction, interest, and engagement. I'm sure you can relate with the reels that you scroll on Instagram. Then another disruption of AI is the invention of self-driving autonomous car. Top companies in this segment are already targeting mass production of autonomous car. Today, AI has significantly reduced the need for customer care executive by providing chatbots that can answer common questions in natural language and resolve issues without human intervention. Likewise, in the healthcare domain, AI analyzes user data to provide personalized health and fitness recommendation, tracking activities, sleep, and nutrition. Basically, AI has already become an integral part of our day-to-day lives. And this is just the beginning. I hope you got a fair idea of some of the common use cases of AI. Now let us look at the top listed companies in the US that are leveraging AI to dominate the world in their respective sectors. So when it comes to AI innovation, the first company that comes to my mind is Microsoft. Microsoft is an early investor in OpenAI, and so far it has invested $13 billion in the company. That's roughly around 1 lakh crore rupees of investment. And now OpenAI ChatGPT has been integrated in all the Microsoft products. For instance, AI features are integrated in Office 365 products that offer features like predictive text in Word and Excel that enhance productivity and user experience. AI is also integrated in Bing Search, then AI integrated in Azure, the cloud platform of Microsoft, which is a key growth driver for attracting enterprise customer. Now, if you look at company's financials, its revenues have consistently grown from $143 billion in June 20 to $245 billion by June 24 at 15% CAGR rate. And net profits have grown from $44 billion to $88 billion at 19% CAGR. If we look at key ratios, Microsoft has a very high ROE of 47%, debt to equity is well under control at 0.48%. In terms of valuation, company's trailing PE is 35 and forward PE is 31. PEG is 2.3. To learn more about the latest development, you can even read the earning call transcript. This is all available on vested platform. Now if you look at the share price, Microsoft has been a consistent wealth creator for the investor. If you look at last 3 years of valuation, Microsoft PE has traded in the range of 25 to 35. So current valuations are near the median valuation of last 3 years. Here you can find a very interesting feature of analyst rating where there are average of 56 rating for Microsoft and 39 have a buy call and 14 are overweight. Now second stock for AI theme is Amazon. It has integrated AI into every aspect of its business, including Alexa, then targeted advertisement on their apps and website, marketplace search and recommendation algorithm, and Amazon Web Services. Amazon offers a wide range of AI and machine learning service to its AWS customer as well that include advanced text analytics, automated code reviews, and chatbots. In terms of financials, company's top line has grown from $280 billion in December 19 to $574 billion in December 23. Net profits have almost tripled from $11.6 billion to $30 billion. Company has an ROA of 6.5 and ROE of 22. Debt is under control. Then trailing PE is 44 and forward PE is 31. PEG is 1.7. Again, Amazon has been a huge wealth creator. Its stock price did fall between 22 to 23, but that was an amazing opportunity. Company's PE ratio has also fallen from highs of 100 to now at 44, which is looking reasonable. Then third stock in the list is Nvidia. Nvidia needs no introduction today. I still remember when I discussed US stock a couple of years ago, Nvidia was one of my favorite. And look at the wealth creation. This stock has zoomed 10 times in last 2 years. And the growth in share price is also justified because of this exponential growth. Nvidia is the world's largest advanced graphic processor used for AI processing. Basically, Nvidia manufactures the brain of AI. If you look at the financials, company's revenue have zoomed from $10.9 billion in January 20 to $60.9 billion. That's 6 times growth in last 4 years. Its net profits have zoomed from $2.8 billion to $29.7 billion. That's 10 times growth in profit. That is the reason market has rewarded the shareholder for such high growth. Company's ROE is also very high. Debt ratio is also under control. Then in terms of valuations, company's trailing PE is 54 and forward PE is 43. PEG is 1.3. Now the way Nvidia has outperformed, it will command a premium. Although its PE has actually fallen from highs of 100 all the way to now at 54. Apart from Nvidia, there are a few more companies in AI sector working in similar domain that are worth tracking closely. One is Broadcom that designs and develops semiconductor devices. Then another is AMD, that is Advanced Micro Devices. It is also operates in semiconductor sector. So with the rise of data centers, AI processing would require semiconductors, and that's where companies like Nvidia, Broadcom, AMD can grow even big from current levels. So you can study all 3 companies and then decide which one to pick. Now in case you are confused about picking the right stock, you can explore vested curated list of AI stocks. You can also explore top stocks for EV theme, cloud computing and so on. Then you can also explore various ETFs on their platform, and then you can always drill down to study the business in detail. Vested also provide curated portfolio across various themes like moat, digital cash, all-weather, SaaS and so on. When you click on that, you can access the list of companies within that portfolio. You can even set up SIP on Vested app. Just go to the US stock dashboard on the Vested app and then search for the stock that you wish to invest, such as Apple. Then click on create recurring investment and then enter your SIP amount. And then click on preview and then confirm your SIP. Then fourth stock in the list is Alphabet, the parent company of Google and YouTube. Alphabet uses AI and automation in virtually every facet of its business, from ad pricing to content promotion to Gmail spam filters. Google launched its Bard AI chatbot in March 23, that is a direct competitor to ChatGPT. Then in December 23, Google has announced Gemini, which is the advanced version of Bard. I think Alphabet is one company that would continue to lead the AI race in the world and dominate the world of search engine, browser, video streaming with YouTube, along with cloud platform. If you look at the financials, its revenues have grown from $161 billion in December 19 to $307 billion. And net profits have grown from $34 billion to $73 billion. Again, a consistent performance. Company has high ROA and ROE, very low debt, and currently command a trailing PE of 24 with forward PE of 19 with PEG of 1.1. Again, Google has been a massive wealth creator, but recently there's a good correction. Also, the current valuation looks reasonable. Next company leading the AI innovation is from the auto industry. It's Tesla. Again, this company needs no introduction. World's leading player in EV cars. Now, Tesla has taken the auto industry to a next level and literally made softwares on wheel. So it not just owned the hardware of the car, it also owned the software part. Tesla's autopilot system is pioneering self-driving technology, and is expected that soon Tesla is going to launch the massive production of its robotaxi fleet, which would be a complete self-driving car. Again, a huge revolution. Financially, company's top line has grown at a very high rate from $24 billion to $96 billion. Bottom line has grown from losses all the way to now at $15 billion of profit. Company has a good ROA and ROE, decent debt to equity, trailing PE is 72 and forward PE is 87. PEG is 4. In terms of share price, Tesla share fell down badly from highs of $260 to $140, but stock has recovered now. Sixth stock in the list is Apple. Although Apple may not be a leading company like Google or Microsoft in terms of research output or large-scale AI deployment, it excels in integrating AI into the product and services, especially with features that enhance user experience. For instance, Apple Siri works seamlessly across Apple devices like your iPhone, iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, and HomePad that allows you to control smart home devices, send messages, set reminder, and many more things. Company's revenue has grown from $260 billion in September 19 to $383 billion in September 23. Net profits have grown from $55 billion to $97 billion. Company enjoys very high ROA and ROE. Although debt to equity is high, but Apple is highly cash-rich company. Company's trailing PE is 34 and forward PE is 30. PEG is 2.2. Its stock has consistently created wealth for the investors in the long run. Now, final company in the list is Adobe. Adobe is world's largest content software provider with applications like Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, After Effects that is widely used by designers, photographers, videographers, and marketers. Adobe Acrobat is the leading software for creating, editing, and managing PDF files. Now, Adobe has an AI platform called SenseI that has been integrated in all its products that helps in photo and video editing. Company's revenues have grown from $11 billion to $19 billion in last 4 years. Net profits have grown from $2.9 billion to $5.3 billion. Again, a consistent performance. Company has very high ROA and ROE. Debt to equity is also under control. In terms of valuation, stock is trading at a trailing PE of 42 and forward PE of 24, and PEG ratio is 1.7. Its stock price has remained volatile in last 1 year, but trailing PE of last 3 years suggests current valuations are just slightly above the median. So these are the 7 stocks from US that are leading the AI race in the world. If I summarize, it includes Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. So you have 2 more semiconductor stocks, Broadcom and AMD. Then you have got Alphabet, Tesla, Apple, and Adobe. So if you include Broadcom and AMD, it's a list of 9 stocks. Now let us look at the final part of this video, that is investment strategy. Now friends, if you look at Nasdaq index over the last 5 years, it has been a roller coaster ride. Nasdaq fell down badly during COVID, but then rallied exponentially. However, it corrected more than 30%, but then again rallied. Now today we are at a stage where the rate cut in the US has started. However, historical data suggests that there can be a possible slowdown due to the side effect of high interest rate over the last more than 1 year. Having said this, can you time the bottom? Well, nobody can. Can US market fall from here? Possible. But it is also a fact that now that the rate cut cycle has started in the US, it will eventually have a positive impact on the US economy over the next few quarters. So in my opinion, the best way to benefit from the AI theme is not to try to time the market. Try to look at the bigger picture. The companies that we have discussed are all fundamentally strong. In short term, stocks are always volatile, but top companies always create a lot of wealth in the long term. In fact, these 7 stocks have corrected many times in the past, but every time they corrected, they have bounced back. So that correction only created buying opportunity. Considering all that, the better approach in my opinion is to invest in a systematic manner. If there's a correction in the US market, you can top up your SIP. So if you think that AI is a futuristic theme, you can allocate a specific amount for SIP in the US stock, just like you do SIP in the Indian market. Now what percentage of money should you allocate in the US market? In my opinion, anywhere between 10 to 15% can be deployed in the US market. Okay, let me not stress this video. Tell me in the comments which is your favorite AI stock. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.